All right, Scott, here's the Klein Brothers Coaches Top 20 for the week of 3. It's always interesting when we reveal it. 24 coaches voted, and here we go. It's just revealed today. It's interesting how everybody votes, and I like it. I just like when 20 teams get recognized. Some teams moved up, a couple of teams moved down, and two entered.
I think you see some status quo at the top. It's pretty much all the same teams. We got a monster one coming up this week. Number 1 RBC at number 3 Middletown South. And the last time these two teams played was the 2020 season, the shortened pandemic year, and Middletown South beat them. So the RBC seniors and all them will be looking for a little payback there. But that's a huge game. Point Borough definitely solidified their spot. We were at that game, impressive win over Manasquan. You see Long Branch take a little bit of a jump. Jackson, who to me looks like the slight front runner in their division. So that makes sense to me as far as like the division races. Rumson, it goes to show the strength of their program that, they're 0-2 and neither game has particularly been close, but the coaches still see them as a top 10 team because, that's just the standard they've set there. So I think that's interesting. And then you look, a couple new teams in there this week too.
I like Brick Memorial bumping in there, and then Matawan jumping inside there. Long Branch Jackson, like you said, moved up 3 slots. So did Marlboro. Marlboro is a team that's got a lot of momentum. And like you said earlier, Jackson Marlboro are head-on collision. And that would be
Marlboro's going to have to deal with Howell first, I think. That's especially those changes you just said Howell made on offense. Who knows if that makes them a totally different team than in a week or two than they were. So that'll be a really interesting game. But like anything, if you're Marlboro, you're excited to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
And Wall, you can't really penalize much. They lost to the number 1 team. St. John Vianney kind of, steadily making a little bit of a rise after being out after week 1 and getting back in the poll. We also got, Raritan nudging into the top 10. So I think that that division with Manasquan and Point Borough in it and Raritan and still Monmouth Regional as a threat, there's a lot of good teams in there that, could be fighting it out with Point Borough the clear favorite, but some big games coming up to watch there.
Yeah, after week 3, they have different scenarios that happen. Then you'll be able to justify a little bit more the rankings. But
it's really, it's crazy with that American division. Again, the number 1 team, the number 3 team, the number 4 team, the number 6 team, the number 9 team.
Yeah.
Like the whole division. And then Wall, I think, is it like the whole division is ranked. Yeah. So it just goes to show like that it really is like the SEC of the